All right, what's going on YouTube? Today I just wanted to, go over the new season. Season 7 came out a week ago or something. So I played it for a week, and I try to have an open mind to it. With all the new stuff changing and obviously solos happening. I don't really like solos, but anyways, my honest thoughts about it, I just want to share with you guys, and also I kind of want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. Because I do have a direct line with Epic, and if you guys do have opinions of oh, this gun should be nerfed, or this should be added into the game, stuff like that, I can DM Epic and see what we can do and stuff. But anyways, if you have opinions and stuff like that, just leave them in the comments, and on I usually scroll through them at nighttime and see what's up. But here's my overall opinions of it. 2 weeks of the preseason. A lot of the pros and a lot of people don't like preseasons. I personally like it. Maybe not 2 weeks, maybe like a week. I don't know, preseasons are weird. I think a week preseason would be good to the game, and a new season comes out whenever in your blog post or whatever, yes, we're having a preseason, and then they should explain what they're doing in that preseason. We're looking at gameplay and seeing we're looking at people's opinions, see what changes, stuff like that. We're already looking at the UFO being taken out, blah blah blah. I think if they added an elaboration of what they're trying to do with the preseason a little bit more, people would understand it. I like it personally, but I don't know about 2 weeks. I think a week max. Railgun, going through builds, stuff like that. I don't think it should be in competitive. In pubs, if you guys like it in pubs, I think it's a really neat gun. It's the first gun ever to shoot through builds and do that much damage. Acts like a sniper rifle. I like it, but in competitive, I don't know. In pubs, it would be fun for sure. Because there's a lot of strats that people don't even realize they can go to the railgun, especially in team modes. Railgun strong in solos goes through 2 walls and acts as a sniper rifle. Double railgun, triple railgun if we're playing trios with it. If it's paired up with a recon gun, it's really strong. You can take their floor and pyramid with your teammates. You can hop in a box with the floor and pyramid. It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of strats that I disagree with. But hopefully there's some changes. I don't know if it's gonna be taken out or not, but hopefully there's some nerfs to it. Recon gun, I think it's a really good twist that Fortnite added to the game. It's one of the first ever guns that are, I would say, infinite ammo and doesn't really do damage. The recon gun's good. I think it's good overall, but in end games, I watched some scrims, some high end, stacked end games with the recon gun, and the noise by itself is just kind of annoying. All you hear is just the ping itself just going off and on because there's so many people. But overall, I think it's good. I don't know if it should be competitive. I personally can't tell you on that. That's a 50-50 for me. But it's a unique gun. I'm kind of liking how Epic is adding these guns. I give a twist to it. I'm every season was oh, AR, another AR. This is a recon gun that kind of bends the rules a little bit. UFOs, all right, they just announced a couple days ago they are out of competitive now. That's really good. It kind of reminds me of the mech with 3 lives because they recharge when you hit the ground or something. I'm trying to keep this biased as possible and not just oh, competitive side of things. In pubs or in whatever game mode, I think they're fun to use and stuff. I think it's a little strong and might be a little annoying to everyone. I did watch some people play pubs with them on Twitch, and they were kind of annoyed with them, but they're also fun to use. So it's the max. I don't know. It's if maybe nerf them a little bit if it's only having maybe 1 life or 2 lives, and that energy ball or whatever takes longer to shoot. But that's the main annoying thing. But I don't know. The vending machines are back, kind of. They take gold now, and they're specific vending machines. There's a heal vending machine, a pistol vending machine, stuff like that. I think they're good overall, but the gold is what's happening here. Upgrade stations. I don't know what their plan is for this. Upgrade stations are good, yes, but you can't really upgrade. To a green or to a gray pump to a green pump is 200 gold. I don't know what they want us to do in competitive for that. Obviously in pubs it's not a problem because you can stack gold over game by games. I don't know what they want us to do, because 200 gold is a lot. That used to be from a blue pump to a spaz. Now it's to a gray to a green. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know their thoughts on it. Maybe it's a bug. I don't think so though. IO bases. Looking at the map, these little IO bases here, all spread out. I don't know how many there are. Maybe 6 or 7 of them. These are nice. I like them a lot. I'm down for more loot on this map. Me personally, I don't think there's enough loot on this map for solos or whatever. So I'm always down for these little bases that change the game 100%. They impact the game to a new level of competitive, because now you can get either uncon, or if you're con, you're more likely going to be kind of the POI instead of like one of these IO bases or whatever. It's good. It's good. I'm a big fan of that. Also, the IO guards are at the bases. They have 200 health, so they're not like 400 damage, and it can, like, destroy you. Also, the cars there. They have cars, and they have an infinite launch pad, a non-breakable launch pad there that you could use to get out. And the cars there are really OP. They're like Lambos. I don't know why they're so fast, but it's just a 4-door car. Amazing. Launch pads are back in the game. Me personally, I don't really care what's in the rotation in terms of the loophole and like the rotations out and stuff, their movement, mobility. I think launch pads are kind of like a bailout kind of a rotation item. It doesn't really take much to, like, I mean, there's some thought, there's some like different strats you can do with like low launch pads, high launch pads, stuff like that. But overall, I think it's kind of like a bailout. You don't really have to be smart to rotate now, and just like, oh, if you have a pad, just stay here until the last second, then you take the pad. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I gotta roll with it. Harpoon is gone. That's like a big. I think this is the first time ever in Chapter 2 that they took the harpoon out. I don't know. I don't know if people are gonna start running like fishing rods for it, but for like the loot and stuff. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to see in the tournament how that's gonna play out. Because like if you get a refresh, or if you're in zone, and or if your kills in zone and like stuff like that, are you gonna go back into zone to get that without the? I don't know. I also know. You'd have to see it. There's gonna be a lot of loot on the ground though, for sure. Pulse rifles are back. This reminds me. I don't know what it's called. I just call it a pulse rifle. It's kind of just like the Stark AR. A good overall. Not too strong, not too weak. Shoots kind of slow, so I think it's good overall. Llamas, I actually love this idea I actually called it out that they're gonna make llamas like movable and stuff. If you get too close to them, they go up in the sky and you can't get them anymore. They do have a lot of health. I don't know. I think they should knock that down a little bit for solos, because I was in a scrim and like I had to waste like a lot of AR just to shoot it, and it takes time. I could get third party easily, just for trying to get a llama. And they also drop 100% guaranteed slurp cannon. That's a little strong, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I like the idea overall about the llamas and stuff. So good addition. Snipers, I shouldn't even go over this. Yes, they're fun to use. I am a pretty good sniper by itself, but it's just not a gun that's supposed to be in competitive. In pubs, I would 100% yes. It's fun to use. If you get a really nasty shot, headshot sniper like 400 meters away or whatever, fun. But in competitive, it can ruin your game instantly, and you can't do nothing about it. So, cosmic chests. Cosmic chests are nice. I don't really know how they work though. Some people said if you miss your swing, or if you hit the wrong like the blue like little circle, the weak point, like it doesn't give you as good as loot. But then I don't miss them, and it just gives me the same loot. I don't know if I'm just like messing that up, or it's just a chest that takes 20 seconds to loot, and it's just for the same loot. Like it's just like blue guns and stuff. I don't really know how they work, unless they're just dumb. But I think that's all for the season 7. If I missed something, I don't think it's too crazy. One quick thing to the map, like I said, the IO bases over here, like these things, really good addition to the game. They're nuts. Not much changed though. The POI, the only POI that's really changed is Believer Beach. That only changed. They added a few crash pads in, and they changed the name. That's it. They took the name out of Stealthy. There's also like a little like IO base here. Other than that, this is Coral 2.0. You don't want to land here. Coral sucks for loot and ammo. Like look at the ammo here, and then look at the ammo here. Like you don't really want to. This is Coral 2.0. Like that, there's no loot. There's literally no loot at all. That's even worse on ammo. You don't want to land there. Other than that, they didn't really change much. Just these IO bases and stuff is the biggest change. And obviously like the middle map. And yeah, basically that's it. I think overall this season's better than last season. Last season I wasn't a big fan at all about the crafting and like the makeshift, and then obviously the primal. Better than last season. If they switch some of the stuff they add into the game, obviously I don't want all these all these stuff to get removed, because then what's the point of the new season? It's just like last, or just like any other season. Some unique guns, stuff like that. It's way better than last season. They just need to nerf some things. They already took off UFOs in competitive. Nerf some things and stuff like that. Should be good. Rick and Morty collab. Also, I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty, so that's pretty unique of them to do that. And also Superman's coming to the game. If you guys are a fan of the whatever series, DC or Marvel, I don't know. I don't watch. Don't make fun of me. So yeah, it was good. It's a good season. I'm excited for it. Trios again. We auto qualified the grands for the FCS. Hopefully we go. Hopefully we try to go for the back-to-back. If we can't, we can't. Anyways, see you guys later. Love you guys. The support on YouTube has been amazing. We hit 70K a little bit ago. We're trying to go for 100K this year. So if you can, subscribe, like the video, blah, 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 blah. All that jazz. And yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for all the support. Hope you guys like the video. Peace.